To budget or not to budget? That's the question. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Quentin the Gun Guy. So today we're going to look at weapon lights. This is a versus video. We're going to put the Olight PL Mini 2 against the Nextorch WL10X. We're going to look at some various things, and straight away we're going to get into the meat of it. We're not going to play around too much about features here and there, but we're going to really try and get to the most important stuff that you really want to know. So what's the main difference between these two? Well, price. Price is going to be a major factor. But with that price, we have to look at various other things to see if it's actually worthwhile going for something that's literally double the price of the other one. This one retails for about 900 Rand and this one retails for 1,800 Rand. This definitely is not going to be an unboxing video. This is just straight my usage, my thoughts and facts. We're not going to play around with this one. Just for interest's sake, they've got a lot of the same features. Waterproof, same rating. Drop proof, they've got the same rating. Runtime is going to be the same. But other than that, there's quite a few big differences that we really need to look at to make up that price difference. Both of these are bought, so they're not sponsored by anyone. This is just my personal opinion of money that I spent. Construction, both of them actually feel very solid. The Olight is edging out the Nextorch just a little bit. It might be because this is a more compact torch, but you do expect a better build from that price range anyway. Finish on them, it does feel better on the Olight again. I'm not sure why, it just feels like a stronger coating, more solid. Both look like an anodized coating, so I'm not sure if it is. I can't really find information about that, but it does feel much the same, with the Olight edging it out on construction, I would say. Lumens is a massive difference. The Nextorch has 230 lumens against the PL Mini 2, which has 600 lumens. That is a insane difference, but lumens isn't everything. So we're testing the two flashlights against each other at the normal shooting distances for defensive purposes. So on the left will be the Olight and on the right will be the Nextorch. That's the Olight and that's the Nextorch. As you can see, there's a better hotspot on the Nextorch, just the focus beam, but the light seems to be stronger with the Olight. So this is on 5 meters. Let's move on to 15 meters. That's the Olight and that's the Nextorch. For again, a much better hotspot with a better focus beam. Olight, Nextorch. If you bring them together, you can still see the Nextorch within the Olight beam. Let's move on to 25 meters now. This is stretching them a little bit for defensive purposes, but let's check them out anyway. So that's the Olight at the end of that wall there. That's going to be 25 meters. Let's check the Nextorch. Nextorch shining a bit of a better light than the Olight. Just a bit of a better focus beam with a better hotspot. Nextorch, Olight again. Again, you can see the Nextorch within the beam of the Olight. So as you can see, lumens isn't everything. It does make a big difference to a flashlight, but flashlight design makes a big difference as well. So both of these run with Cree LEDs, so you know it's going to be good quality LEDs. Difference is if I put the LEDs in line with each other, so they're at the same height now. Check the difference there with that height. So that height translates into I would say better candelas, so that makes a better hotspot on your flashlight. So because it has a better hotspot, I prefer to use that on my AR. AR I'm probably going to shoot maybe a bit further away for defensive purposes, or for competitions, or for night courses, or anything like that. That's why I would say that this performs better at longer range, so let's say about 25 meters. With this one, performs better on shorter ranges, but still very good range with this little flashlight as well. I can still easily shoot 25 meters and pass that with my pistol. Now let's get to usage. So usage is all about getting it onto your weapon system, whether it's the Glock or the arrow. I'm going to do both, so you can just see the comparison, and then also using it on the weapon. So how easy are they to use, and which one is going to edge out the competition? But let's see. So we're starting off with the Glock first. Now I've got the Olight PL Mini 2. This just slips on there, and it's fastened. It fastens with a little clip on the side. So that was second. Nice and easy, nice and solid. This isn't gonna move anywhere. I've carried this, I've EDC'd this for quite a few months. I still do occasionally, but I like to switch it up between my holsters. So something that's more form-fitting for summer, I like to go with a smaller holster, so that's why I carry the Edge Minimalist. Otherwise I do carry the Edge light bearing holster, which is a absolute awesome holster. But let's get to this a bit later. Okay, so ambidextrous controls. I can either control it using my thumb, switch on, or I can use it with my index finger. Okay, so feature that I've got on this is I can either have it for momentarily on, or I can switch it on. So momentarily I keep it in and it switches off. Again, keep it in, momentarily on, or I can do a quick press and it switches the flashlight on. Now let's go to the Nextorch. Nextorch, a lot the same way it clips on. Difference is that I need to clip it on there and then I need to tighten it, which takes a while. So I think the Olight system is a better one. It just works a bit faster. Nice thing about the Nextorch, it has a lock function, so you're not gonna accidentally press it and it's gonna kill your battery. So when I unlock it, important thing is to remember to unlock it. You don't want to go for your light and then click click click, and same thing as a safety, you're not going to be able to activate the light. Same thing again. It has a fairly long travel to switch it on. But the nice thing about that is I can press it down, that's for momentarily on, or I can push it down further for a switch on. Same thing, ambidextrous controls. I can control it with my index finger, momentarily on, or I can switch it on, or I can control it with the thumb. So ambidextrous controls on both of them. The difference is compact. The Olight is a lot more compact. There you can see it on the camera. So a big difference on size wise, and then also it's just easier to get on and off. Also the tabs, that's easier to hit, but it's easier to hit accidentally. So I like a bit of a streamlined system on my pistol. That's just way too big for it. Next weapon system, which is my AR-15, my little Bushmaster. Again, firearm is safe and clear, don't worry about that. So Olight's first again. Let's see, it clips on there and it fastens. That's the Olight attached. Seconds again. I like it to be in this position here. If I hold my AR, I can either push it there with my thumb. What I like to do is just push it just there and it's on. This isn't a two-way switch, so I can't push it down from there, it's not going to work. I like to push my thumb in there, still get a nice little C-clamp grip, and then just pop it open with my thumb. Break my grip a bit, but it's a nice and easy way just to control the light. Okay, moving on. Let's do the Nextorch now. Again, it's a lot faster with the Olight than with the Nextorch. Just tightening it. Almost there. Almost. And we're there. Alright. Same thing again. It just sits quite a bit more back. So maybe slightly less comfortable. But still it's better to have a bigger grip on the AR just because it's easier to hit. Same thing again. If I go for my C-clamp grip, I just push my thumb forward and that's going to activate the light. Nice and easy. Perfect for the AR system. It's not too bulky, so it's not gonna widen it too much, and I can still work with it with a C-clamp grip. Pop it there, pop it off. Nice and easy. So as I just quickly mentioned, is the Edge custom carry holster for the Olight PL Mini 2. This is a big advantage over the Nextorch. Thing is that you can quite easily get this holster. They're quite readily available from most suppliers. I know on the Olight website for Torch SA, I ordered these two together for a combo. So this works absolutely awesome. This is a one bar deal, and then you've got your holster and your light sorted. Problem with a weapon light is each time you buy a new weapon light, you need a new holster. The holster attaches to the weapon light, and even the PL Mini 1 isn't compatible with PL Mini 2 holsters. So that's something you really need to keep in mind. So don't keep buying weapon lights. Maybe just fork out a bit more, maybe the Olight, and go for a better light from the beginning. So that's a big advantage. I couldn't find any holster manufacturers that's making holsters for these Nextorches. I don't think they're very big in the South African market anyway. You can maybe contact Edge for a custom build. They might be able to sort you out, but I don't think with these big activation switches that it's going to be very easy to make a holster for it. Everyone has different opinions about batteries. I personally don't like needing to buy batteries for my flashlights the whole time. I do like rechargeables. So built-in batteries like this one is going to be awesome. So I do prefer having a built-in battery like this one, where the Nextorch has a battery that you need to replace. It takes the, let me just check here, it takes a CR123A battery. So you can buy it. It's easier to replace the battery once it runs out, either in the field or maybe doing a night shooting course. So it's easier to replace a battery than trying to charge this in the middle of the field or wherever you are. You can use a cigarette lighter because it uses a USB charger. So that's something you might be able to look at, but having a built-in battery, that's a big advantage for me. Both of these are adjustable as well. This one just adjusts quite a bit easier, the Olight PL Mini. This is just a quick press down, and then you can slide this up and down the rail. Bit more difficult with the Nextorch. You need to loosen this plate and then take it off and then move it about. It has that little pin that slots into holes. So a little bit more difficult to adjust, but you can adjust it. You won't adjust your weapon light that much anyway. So you're just going to adjust it for your weapon, and then you can leave it like that. So that's not a major, but again, Olight has a better system. I really hope you guys enjoyed my super honest review. This is going to be very extensive. As stated in the beginning of the video, I'm going to go for the meat of it, what you really want to know. If you did enjoy it, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you have either one of them, or there's a different one that you'd rather want me to compare it to, please hit me up in the comment section. I think this was a fairly fair fight according to the specs, but Lumens won it in the end and build quality. So cheers guys, have a good one.